Carfection.
On a bright summer's day, something knocked along the streets.
That shit's pretty good.
And monster, they call it.
Great commentary.
They call it the Viper.
Oh, that
The Dodge
looks
Viper has always been
That's
one of those
hot.
cars known for being a bit unruly, a bit skittish and mad. From its debut in the 90s, it was a poster car from the USA. It had a long nose,
love the
glorious
colour.
curves and a V10
yeah,
engine.
it's banging
They
colour.
were savage, uncultured and wonderful for it. The Viper was America's supercar, perfectly suited to its environment. And that's always bothered me because it meant they were a rare sight on Britain's shores, and I'd always wanted to experience one, to
Oh, so
hear
this
it,
guy's
to
a Brit.
look at it, just,
It's British.
be around it.
It's like a British.
And you know, why wouldn't I? I mean, yeah, it probably wouldn't be as dynamically brilliant as some of the stuff you get from Germany, but V10.
Yeah.
Big V10. Anyway, now it's 2016 and I'm with the latest and most hardcore Viper ever made. This is the Dodge Viper ACR.
Let's see what it's
This is,
about.
according to Dodge, the antithesis of the sledgehammer Vipers of old. Its aero features help provide 1,700 pounds of downforce. There are adjustable dampers, carbon brakes, a massive functional splitter, removable vents on the wings to
Why
aid
is the
pressure
splitter
release.
attached?
It's all
Is it so it doesn't fall off?
I don't know the actual reason. It could be additional support. Comment below, guys, if you know why the splitter has that string, because I've seen that on some custom cars. What is the actual reason? Because there's got to be some sort of
I
reason.
think it's so that it just stays intact.
I think there's more to it. I think that might be one of the reasons, but I think there might be more to it. But you could be right.
functional. It's all there for a reason, and that
The
reason
metal pole thing.
is speed.
There's no other strings there. Oh, that sounds good. V10's hard to beat.
Look at that
Sound.
spoiler, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, the exhaust on the side.
Side exhaust. And it's got racing straps.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the seatbelt.
Power comes from an 8.4 litre
Oh my
naturally
God.
aspirated V10.
Massive
It produces
engine.
645 horsepower and 600 pound-feet. That's a lot. That's a lot of power. 0 to 60 takes 3.3 seconds, which
Wow.
is, you know, kind of Pagani territory. So it's seriously quick, and its top speed is 177 miles an hour. The reason for that, it's comparatively low for 600 horsepower, I imagine a few of you are saying, because that's how the internet works. It's because this thing is covered in aero. Dodge didn't just want it to take
Beautiful.
on the 911 GT3 RS, it wanted to beat it with a finely aerodynamicized hammer.
As such, there's a 5-stage stability control system so you can learn your car step by step. You can adjust the car's height so you can drive it around town without risk of damaging any expensive
Clever.
splitters, and you can remove the chin spoiler if you need to. There's less sound deadening than a normal Viper, manual seat adjustment, only 3 speakers for the stereo, so you can listen to music but not actually hear it.
The carpets are extra
car's too
thin
loud.
to save
So I
weight,
think that
so
wire's there.
don't
so
go
that
expecting to, you know,
owner
run
can
your
move
toes
the-
through them.
Yeah, it
That's
sounded
not
like
what
it from what you
a
said there.
Rolls Royce. No. You see, this is a functional car, and its function is to go around to every racetrack, take on every other car, and take every record it possibly can. Something it's been doing all over America.
So they made this car to compete with the Porsche GT3 RS. The Porsche GT3 RS is probably one of my favorite cars, and that car is a monster. But I will say it looks like America done a great job, because this car looks like an absolute beast itself. It's all about like getting the best track times. So they want to compete in track rather than just day-to-day performance.
Yeah.
It's a seriously fast car.
He
It's
loves
quite
it.
hardcore then, but also delightfully old school. It's got
Manual.
a 6-speed manual gearbox and its power goes through the rear wheels only.
Ooh.
And that V10? Not a turbo in sight.
That's
and even
crazy,
with
man.
said engine, which must weigh more than the moon, the whole car is just shy of 1.5 tons.
So I'll level with you. I've wanted to drive a Viper ever since I kept crashing them on Gran Turismo 2. And now I've got a Viper ACR, the most hardcore, fastest Mega Viper ever. Here's the skinny. This thing is violent. It
Yeah.
isn't a road car.
Could tell.
Somehow it is. It's road legal, but it
Imagine
it
seeing
really
that on the road.
shouldn't be driven on the road.
You'd be like, what the hell?
It's insane. The noise you get. It's not a beautiful cacophony of
Like he's shouting.
Yeah, I was just about to
V8.
comment on that.
It's just
He's sweating
V10
from talking
That's
to
how
us.
loud that car
Because there's
is.
no sound deadening, you hear every loose little thing. If there's a bit of dust in the back, a few stones, you hear it. You feel it. You can feel this car screaming, going
Bassy.
faster, faster. It's an affront to your senses. Every single sense. It's got so much grip. All the aero. The faster you go, the better it works. Now the track we're on, the Gingerman Raceway, it's quite tricky. There are a couple of quick bits, but not too many. So you've got to be quite brave. But what you do is you find yourself going into these corners thinking, oh, well, that's a bit quick. Oh, okay, well, I can push it a little harder on the exit. I can push it a little harder. I can push it a little harder. And you find yourself going around corners at 70 miles an hour where the road before you did 50.
Oh my god.
Ooh, it just keeps gripping. It loves to grip. The steering is beautifully done. It's not too heavy. It's not too soft. You do have to work for it though. It's a very, very rewarding car. Because when you hook it up just right, when you feel it going, and when you feel you're getting close to what it can really do rather than just pussyfooting around it, it's immense. It's absolutely immense.
Yeah, that's a beast, man. That's not
However, while I love the manual gearbox, because manual gearboxes are great, it's a big old box. To take all that torque, you got to work with it. Going up the gears is fine, coming down, it's a bit of an effort.
That car sounds like an effort to drive because you got that manual gear stick, then you got like you said, it's a steering system that feels like you need to work to earn the performance out of it. I feel like it'll be mentally exhausting to drive that day in, day out.
I mean, he
at high
sounds
performance.
exhausted. He looks exhausted.
But the return that car gives you in terms of the driving experience, the pleasure, the feel of it, you can tell it's beyond a lot of cars. You just got to earn it, which is quite a unique phrase in today's day and age where so many cars being like an automatic and it's just easy drives,
It's a lot of an effort. The throttle response is instant. There ain't no replacement for displacement.
It looks sick.
It hasn't been a monster with me, but I'll be honest with you, internet, I am terrified of this thing.
Well, he's been crashing them since Gran Turismo 2, so don't crash
Good
this
God.
one or you're screwed.
More power, off it goes, and it flies. When we leave the corner at 90 miles an hour, we get down to the straight, it's just this wall of power. So much! 120, then you step on the gas
Just keeps
brakes,
going.
and you stop. Oh. This is
Imagine the
car
adrenaline he's getting.
up to 1 million.
He's
It's
sweating.
the most intense drive I've ever had. I'm not sure I like it that much.
He's too scared of
It's a
it.
life-changing experience.
It's a lot.
Frankly, it's intense. It's insane. It's better than you. It's better than me. You need to be a racing driver to fully appreciate it. But
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
Like Formula 1
God,
driver,
Yeah.
isn't it? Track car.
I hate
Or a
it for
NASCAR
that,
driver.
but, man, I love it for it too. Woo!
No, he's
But
sweating
how does it
buckets.
actually stack up next to its European counterparts? How would it fare against, say, a Porsche 911 GT3 RS in a drag race?
That's
Big
what
boy
easiest
car.
compare.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
for
he
that we
mentioned
need
it earlier,
one with
that's
us,
why.
and
Oh,
luckily
he's got one.
enough, we do.
Wow. Let's see. This will be interesting. It's quicker. Quicker than it. Damn. Beat it on a
Truth be
drag.
told, we ran this drag race a few times, and even against the might of that PDK gearbox, many were too close to call. Dodge wanted to be able to take on the best Europe could throw at it, and they succeeded.
So let's go through the Viper
That's
ACR
interesting.
as a thing. The stereo is awful. The air conditioning is so ineffective it may as well not be there. You can't see out of the back or really the wing mirrors because the
Beautiful,
enormous
I love
wing
it.
is in the way. This chin spoiler means a speed bump is a definite no-no, though you can remove it. It is an enormous pain in the backside. You can also raise the ride height if you'd like to, but again, it's a pain. So most people would probably
It's just
keep
not
them
convenient.
like this in
The thing is,
super,
it's a
look at
track
me,
car.
I've
It's
got...
not for
Although
daily
it's
driving.
road legal, they didn't make this for you to play music
No.
out of. They don't make this
They
for
don't
you
care
to
about
put
AC.
aircon.
They want you to be sweating in that car.
They're giving you performance to its finest.
It's a track car.
This ain't a daily drive car.
No.
It's an amazing car spec. On the road then, it is awful, terrible, uncomfortable, unpleasant, unlike anything you'd really want on the street. On the track, however, it is simply phenomenal, mind-bending
I
stuff.
bet.
It's brilliant. The control, the feel, it's hefty, you have to work for it, but when you do and when you get it right, it's spectacular. So, it's both terrible and brilliant. So, it's terribrilliant.
It's terrible
It's
as a daily
that.
car.
Yeah.
But it's
Stupid
excellent
thing.
as a track car.
As a performance car.
Yeah.
It does, but that's what they
Depends on what you
intended.
want
They
it
didn't
for,
make it for
yeah.
the streets. They didn't build it around
Hello,
the
we
roads.
really hope